And we're off. Well, sort of. If this is your first class of this month's theme, then let me explain to you what we're doing. Knee stretches, knees off. What? Okay, if you've done the other classes, which I hope you have, because the Wunda Chair is kind of hard, but if the only thing you have is a mat and Wunda Chair, hello, how are you? It's a really fun theme to think about, and the way I want to approach the chair is actually how it helps sets us up for a stronger knee stretches off and vice versa. So, knee stretches, knees off is a long round shape with our legs reaching from our center and our arms reaching from our back. And so we're going to explore that in all of our exercises. And of course, we won't skip some tall back, some twists, and some extension because, well, let's be real, your strongest round shape comes from the support of all the other spine shapes. So we'll explore how those things can help us. I want to start with the Achilles stretch. So you might want a sticky pad here, depending on the cushion in your knee. You make a diamond shape with your hands and you place your foot on the pedal, and then your knee goes in the diamond shape and your hands can just hold your knee there as you point and flex your foot. So you're pushing through the ball of your foot, and you can't see back there, but what we're hoping happens is that your heel just goes up and down in a straight line. It doesn't go off to the side in any way. The other thing I want you to focus on is that the whole ball of your foot has pressure on it on the up and the down. Let's do 5 more. If you tend to roll the weight into the pinky toe side, especially as the heel goes down, the ball of the foot goes up, it's a sign that you're kind of resting, and that affects your knee stretches, knees off, because you have to push to the whole ball of the foot and the whole heel. And then we'll lift the pedal up. We'll come into the standing position. If you feel too close to your equipment, you can hop that foot back a little bit, but you can also just see. So here we are. We've got one leg reaching down through the heel. Spread the weight across the ball of your foot. Other ball of foot's on the pedal. Will go up and down. Hands can be on the hips. They can be behind your head, pushing your head into your hands, or you can reach them up from your back to practice reaching your arms from your back into the foot bar like you would for your knee stretches, knees off. On the next one, push the pedal down and then reach the heel down without straightening the knee. Lift the heel up, lift the pedal. Press the pedal down, lower the heel, lift the heel, lift the pedal. 3 more. Reach. Heel reaches down, heel lifts up. Whew. If you feel like your standing leg is working really hard, it's because it is. Good job. I got 1 more. And lift it up. Let's switch legs. So bring your heels together, round forward, place the hands. Oh, hello. Arms reaching from your back like your knee stretches, knees off. And then round your spine, longest round shape. Weight is still in that back foot. Point and flex. And point and flex. So we got about 10 of these. And each foot is different, so pay attention to how the weight moves across the ball of your foot if it does. Woo. If you feel little shakes and quakes as you're flexing, that's not a bad sign. And then go ahead and lift up and go into your press down front. So press the foot down and lift it back up and push it down. And lift it up. And again, press. Weight across the entire ball of the foot. Hold it down, lower the heel, lift the pedal. So on that one, my knee wanted to do the work. It's got to be from the heel, all right? So it's really important because when you do your knee stretches, knees off, it's tempting to think, I got to straighten my knees. But no, you got to reach your legs from your center. Doesn't matter if they get straight. Last 2. And last one. All right. Whew. Okay. So let's go down to 2 bottom springs. Let's just find a nice long round shape Here, we'll do a push down front. So about one of your foot distances away from the chair, heels together, toes apart, arms reach up, round it forward, place the hands on the pedal, push the pedal down. So it's often feels a little heavier than it normally does because it is a little bit heavier of a spring. Let that head hang. Let the spring push your shoulders on your back. So I like to just go push too much and then let the spring push my shoulders onto my back here. And then you bend your elbows and you straighten your arms. So weight across the whole foot, the balls of the feet and the heels, and then straighten and bend your elbows. And then lift the pedal. And once the spring closes, push it back down. See if you can get a longer round shape here. So without locking those knees, reaching your legs from your center, you should feel the entire front of your body rounding your spine. So you're not rounding it from your shoulders, and then lift the pedal. That's why we do the pumps. The pumps push the shoulders onto our back and hopefully don't push you around. 2 more pumps, and then lift up with straight arms. And then lift all the way up into standing. Good. Let's go back to one top and bottom spring. We'll do our press down side and cross over. All right. So press down side. Heels together, toes apart. Place the inside foot onto the pedal. Hands can go here, or you can practice them reaching from your back here or behind your head. So how is this helping you with your knee stretches, knees off? Well, here is the deal. You need your whole fast. So it can't just be, oh, I work parallel only and that helps my knee stretches, knees off. No, we have to get the inner thigh. So the standing leg here, inner thigh is working like crazy to resist this pedal. And we have to work the legs together. So what happens when you do asymmetrical work, let's do 2 more, is you notice which leg is actually partying harder, right? Let's do a crossover here. So before we switch sides, just place that foot down, parallel. Other foot comes on, square your hips off, and then push the pedal down. Because there's one leg that is pushing harder than the other, and I want you to know the next time you do knee stretches, knees off, which leg actually needs to be thought about more. Which leg needs to push a little bit more than it is. Let's do 5 more of these. It's less about the down, it's more about the side to side. Pull that hip back. So now we got the outer thigh, we got the inner thigh. Boom. This leg is ready. I know it wasn't the pumping leg the whole time, but we worked both sides of it, didn't we? So here we go. Press down side goes first and reach. The heel is up, but it's not like a stiletto up. I don't want you locked out there. I want the whole ball of the foot to be pressing into this pedal. And I do want you to work to try to close the spring here, but only if you can keep that hip from hiking. And then lift it up. All right, place that foot down. Other foot comes on, and then we pull the hip back. So with your crossover, notice which side was doing more work. That's the side that we know, when we do our knee stretches, knees off, we got to pay attention to it. Last 2. Last one. Woo! Okay, good stuff. So now, pull-ups. So you'll take your hands to the back of the chair. Arms are reaching your back. This is very knee stretches, okay? And then you're gonna bring your feet on. So if the knee stretches were a straight leg position, then they'd be the pull-ups. It is tempting to go forward over the chair, I actually want you to focus less on actually lifting the pedal and more on creating the shape. So work the longest round shape. So think about that push down we did at the beginning. Lower your heels a little bit. Lift your heels a little bit and find a position of the heel so it's not down, but it's not locked, that you feel is a working space for you so that you can feel all the muscles and you're standing across the whole ball of your foot. And then with your head hanging and your arms reaching from your back and your legs reaching from your center, see if you can lift the pedal. And then reach it down to a hover and then lift it back up. So no resting. If you can close the spring at the top, amazing. If you close the spring at the top but you lean forward to do it, that's cheating and it's going to feel really scary. One more. All right, step to the floor. We're going to come back to that But I want to give you a moment. Give you a moment.